Welcome back, guys. We're doing another shooting breakdown. Today we're talking about jump shooting and a few qualities that great NBA shooters have to help separate themselves. We've got some clips, some things to talk about. Overall, this is really beneficial if you really want to start separating yourself with your shooting, start to become an elite shooter, an elite scorer. These are some of the qualities that you're going to have. So first off, I want to start with JJ Redick. We're talking about the sweep and sway here. The sweep and sway is the action of pushing your feet forward in the shot. And we're just going to look at JJ Redick when he shoots these threes, how much he's jumping forward and allowing his feet to go forward. So, right, you can see the camera is not great, but you see he's starting behind the line, jumping way in front of it. This will probably be a good angle here. You can even see it on these little mid-ranges. His feet going forward. He's elevating in the shot. Textbook sweep and sway. Let's talk about what sweep and sway does. Sweep and sway allows you to use power from your legs. It allows you to have more range. It allows you to raise your release point. All those things are going to make your shot even more lethal. So especially when you're shooting on the move, when you're shooting with good defense, you're going to have to be able to shoot over people, and JJ Redick does a great job of that. See, he's taking off behind the line, landing way in front of it. Makes it look really easy. Okay, we've got some clips of Carmelo this year with the Lakers. Carmelo has a great sweep and sway, textbook form, textbook release, and that's why he's shooting 50% from the three-point line this year. Watch his feet. Doesn't get much better than that. Feet. So this guy is over 7 foot. Carmelo is just going to jump right over that hand. You see he's taking off from behind the line. He's going to land 2 feet in front of the line. All right. Wow, that's pretty. Wow, that was a travel. Here's the thing about sweep and sway. When you are close to the rim, 10, 15 feet, you probably are not going to use sweep and sway because you don't need the extra power, right? You can still jump as high as you want and use your arms to get the ball to the rim. As you start to move back further, that's when you're going to need more sweep and sway. So Carmelo's going to shoot a really deep one here, and watch how his sweep and sway is even more exaggerated. So he took off from here, landed here. That's probably 3 feet that we're talking of sweep and sway. That's why he's able to shoot the ball so easily from that range. Deep, tons of sway. want you to also watch how Carmelo's hips and shoulders rotate in the shot. Traditionally, basketball shooting is thought of being a non-rotational movement, which the more that you watch good shooters, you realize that basketball is, or shooting in general, is definitely a rotational movement. That's where you can get a lot of your power. The analogy that I always make is compared to a quarterback throwing a football. A quarterback is going to throw the ball with tons of rotational movement and still be able to throw the ball straight at a target and be very accurate with it. It's no different within the shot. You can have your shoulders and hips rotate to gain extra power and still be very accurate with your movements. Shoulders, hips turn in the shot with sweep and sway. Helps you have unlimited power. So you can see his feet and shoulders and everything is pointed down into this direction by the time he lands. And he does that to get extra power. He does that so that he can elevate more. And you can see Carmelo's got a great jumper. Next clip, Stephen Curry, greatest shooter of all time. Beauty. Okay, so you're going to see that Steph, his sway and his landing is a little different than Carmelo's, but he's still jumping forward. Steph traditionally lands with a wide base, but you can see that hip and shoulder really get through the ball. Sweep and sway. Rotational movement. Here's our replay. Pay attention to his feet, his hips, his shoulders, how much he jumps forward. He's shooting 35 footers per game. So another thing that coaches always say that is one of my pet peeves is follow your shot. You see, because of the sweep and sway, Steph's first step is backwards after he shoots, right? He's not worried about following his shot, and he still can if he wants. But when you start to do these things correctly, you realize that you're going to shoot way better. You don't need to follow your shot because it's going to go in. Watch his first step after the shot here. That's because of sweep and sway, because his shoulders are behind his feet as he lands. You get the point. Let's watch some threes from the logo. Hips and shoulders rotate. Feet go forward. You can see he's landing skinny. Rising superstar, in my opinion. One thing I want to talk about with Tyler Hero is his ability to rise up and shoot above people. That's the definition of a jump shot. This is a great clip here. Avery Bradley is literally as close as he can possibly get to Tyler Hero. He's able to raise his lift point above the defense, jump up, and make the shot. Shot maker. Sweep and sway. This is a great one. Talk about elevation here. So Baisley is easily 6'9". Tyler Hero, 6'6". He's going to be able to jump above him and take the shot here. Great footwork coming into this. You can see where he lands, right? His feet are completely pointed towards his sideline. His hip is pointed towards his sideline. He has rotational movement within his shot, which allows him to shoot a jump shot from that far out. And look at him going backwards as he lands. Rotational movement, elevating above the defense. Rotational movement, elevates above the defense. So watch the twisting movement of his shoulders here. That gets his right elbow out in front. Right, do you see that? It's very subtle. But as he gets into the shot, you start to see that rotational movement. So here's some clips of some of the best shooters in the NBA right now, displaying sweep and sway, displaying the use of a jump shot to elevate above the defense, displaying rotational movements within the shot. All these things are body movements that you can add to your form right now that are going to help you immediately increase your shooting percentage.